Hi guys, this is Heather at Wide Open Skies. I wanted to tell you a little bit about myself and how I came to choose the HCG diet, as well as how my first week on HCG went. I started my first diet when I was about 5 years old. If any of you remember the cabbage soup diet from the 70s, that was my first diet. I lost about 10 pounds, but as soon as I started eating like a normal kid again, I gained it all back, plus some. And that started my 35-year history with yo-yo dieting. I've tried everything under the sun. I've tried Weight Watchers. I've tried Jenny Craig, Nutrisystem, Pritikin, Atkins. I've tried low carb, high carb. I was vegan for about 5 years, thinking that was the healthiest diet. I was in the gym all the time. I was an athletic kid. I played basketball, volleyball. I swam. I did track and field. Up until when I'm an adult, I've been in the gym an hour and a half, 2 hours a day lifting weights and doing cardio. The weight training did work and was fun. It felt really good. However, I just gained a lot of muscle underneath a pad of excess fat that I could not lose. And a couple of years ago, I decided I'm done with dieting. I'm just done. I'm sick of what it does to my self-esteem, and it's not working. I gain the weight back if I lose any at all. So I decided not to diet. But I still had several health conditions that I needed to take care of. A few years ago, I was diagnosed with diabetes type 2. I was also diagnosed borderline hypertension. I also have a 10-year history already of hypothyroidism, as well as a 20-year history of polycystic ovarian syndrome. These combined together make me not as healthy as I'd want to be. I lack energy. I'd like to have my energy back that I had as a kid. And I know that 3 out of 4 of these conditions can be alleviated by losing excess weight. So I was in a quandary. I didn't want to diet. I didn't want the headache, the heartache, and the self-esteem, loss of self-esteem that comes with dieting and then failing to lose weight. But I knew I needed to do something about my weight. I just wasn't sure what. I was sick of dieting. I was sick of the diet industry. I still love to go to the gym and walk, so I continued doing that. When I was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes, I did drop out excess carbs, and by eating lots of lean meats and green veggies and continuing to walk every day, I did drop about 30 pounds in the first year after I was diagnosed. My A1C went from about 8.1 down to about 7.6. So there were some modest improvements in what I was doing. However, I could not, after the first 25 pounds I lost, I could not shake the excess fat no matter what. My body just adjusted to my new exercise levels and my new nutrition plan and did not lose the weight. So I was getting frustrated and depressed. I felt hopeless, like there's nothing that's going to help me lose weight. Until my doctor mentioned one day to me the HCG plan and how she'd known a few people who had tried it. And I didn't really know much about it. I didn't know what it was, so I said I'd go read up on it and get back to her. And I went home and I looked on the internet, and at first I was shocked. How could my doctor recommend that I eat 500 calories a day? I thought that was unhealthy and irresponsible of her. How could anybody eat 500 calories a day and stay satisfied and be healthy? I did not like it. I told her so, and I refused to look at it more. Until a couple of months went by, I started looking it up again because my doctor kept saying people have good luck with this. So I would look it up. I looked it up again. I looked it up again and did some more research on it. I read Dr. Simeon's protocol and looked on the web, started reading blogs of people who are doing it. I was particularly interested in blogs or diaries of people who had as much weight to lose as I do. I started the HCG diet at about 405 pounds. I'm 6 foot tall. So I have about 200 excess pounds that I'd like to lose. And I was really interested to see if there's anybody else out there who was able to lose that much weight following HCG. So I kept reading, and finally I discovered YouTube. I've discovered lots of helpful videos on here. HCG Chica, Hebby Dobby have all been very helpful, plus several more. And I've been watching videos and reading blogs for about 6 months, and I finally decided, you know what, I'll give it a try. One round won't hurt me. It won't kill me, and if I can make it through 500 calories a day, I'll give it a try. I'll see what it can do. So, last week was my first week on the HCG diet. The first day I loaded for 2 days. I got sublingual tablets, and I loaded for 2 days. And into my second day loading, I was stuffed. I could not believe it was so hard to eat all my favorite foods. I used ice cream, tacos, cheeseburgers, all my favorite foods, just because I was so worried about giving them up for 6 weeks. So by the end of my second day, I was stuffed. I knew I could not eat more. I was having trouble loading. But then I got afraid of not being able to do 500 calories, so I compromised and I did a third loading day, which I think some protocols out there suggest. Some of the HCG sellers out there say not to do it. I did it. I did a third loading day. After that third loading day, I felt ready. So last Monday, I started my first very low calorie day. And it went fine. The first 2 or 3 days, I was not hungry at all. I was telling everybody that I saw, I can't believe it, I'm not hungry. All I've had is an apple and some chicken breast and some celery so far, and I'm not hungry. It was so exciting to me. And then about the fourth low calorie day, I started to experience hunger. Oh, I wasn't sure what to do with myself, but I stuck with it. I did not eat. I even went through a pizza party at work. I sat there and said no thank you. Made it through without any hunger pains and made it through the week. And so by the end of the week, I will say I had a very easy first week. I lost 12.8 pounds, and about, how many inches did I lose? So I lost 12.8 pounds and about 12.5 inches total from my body. That was in 1 week. 4.5 inches of those came off of my waist in 1 week. I was pretty impressed. So that's how my first week in HCG went. I want to say thank you to all of you out there who've been making videos. You've inspired me. You've led me to try this. I really have hope now. I have hope that, gosh, maybe I'll be able to be a normal weight someday and not have complications of diabetes. So I really thank you all who've been posting. Please continue to do what you do. I look forward to getting to know and work with you in the future months. And I'm just going to try and keep posting weekly videos to let you know how I'm doing. And thank you. Have a good night.